Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. And today's topic for the webinar is best practices for managing groups of learners. And my name is Chris Murphy. I'm with Augisoft, and we're happy to have Kathy Brady with us today as well. And today's webinar is being brought to you by Augisoft. And for those who may be new to Augisoft, we develop a software product called Lumens, which is a enrollment management system which is designed for the continuing education industry. But before we get going with Kathy's presentation, just wanted to run through some just general webinar guidelines. First off, just wanted to let you know we'll ask a couple of polling questions throughout the course of the webinar today. And you'll see those questions appear on your screen, and then you'll have about a minute to respond, and then we'll read off the answers, and then we'll continue on with the presentation. We are recording the webinar today, as we do with all of our best practice webinars, and so we then put the recording link on our website as well as copies of the slide presentation. And it usually takes us about 24 hours to get that up, and then you can go and download that. If you've got any people that you know who may not have been able to attend the live one, it's a good opportunity for them to listen in. And then also just wanted to let you know we will be saving some time at the end for questions. And so if you do have a question for Kathy, please send those in through the questions box on your toolbar, and we'll get to as many of those questions at the end as we can. And so with that, I think we're ready to go. And so Kathy, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. It's great to talk with everyone today. Just a little bit about me. My name is Kathy Brady. I've been in continuing education for over 30 years now. I'm the owner of a non-credit learning program in Providence, Rhode Island called Learning Connection. And I also work with Augisoft as a product advisor and an account manager. And I do some work with Learning Resources Network as well. So I'm glad to be with you all today. And we're going to talk about some new functionality that's coming in Lumens. And it's having to do with membership or managing groups of learners. So the first question is, what defines a group? And we want you to think a little bit outside of the box here. It's not always just a membership-driven product, but there can be certain types of memberships, or it could be employees, or your human resources division might want to utilize Lumens for registration for training. It may be for internal training for your staff or for some of your contract training functionality for staff members within different companies. It could be clubs, kids clubs, senior clubs, different types of groups of learners that you might put into a club. It's for employers, again. So if you are going to offer a group of training programs for specific employers, you can segment those out. And it's for different types of learners. So it could be your Osher lifelong learning program. It could be something, sometimes they're called learning and retirement programs. So all different types of learners who come together with a common purpose of learning a specific subject or variety of subjects within a group. So we have a poll question, and so I'll let Chris put that poll question up.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. So now you should all see the question on your screen. What types of membership-based programs do you offer? And we have a couple of examples for you to choose from. Osher Lifelong Learning, as Kathy mentioned, Lifelong Learning 50+ or Learning and Retirement type programs, other membership-only type events, or just other membership programs that you may offer through your institution. And you can choose as many as you want from this particular question. And we'll just give you about another 20 seconds or so here to respond, and then we'll read off the results, and then we'll continue on with Kathy's presentation. So if you haven't had a chance, please enter your answers now, and then we'll get those tallied and move on. Okay, it looks like the majority of people have had a chance to respond, so let's see what the results are. And looks like 23% said that they offer OSHA lifelong learning, or OLE programs as sometimes they're referred to as. 38% said that they're offering some sort of lifelong learning 50+ or learning in retirement offerings. Others, 23% are offering membership-only type events, and 38% of you said that you have some other membership-type programs. So looks like a good mix of programs that are being offered out there right now.
Great. Thanks, Chris. So since this is a best practice webinar, we wanted to talk about some of the best practices. Why would you have groups of learners? Why would you have memberships? And just a few things. You know, we always talk about targeting our marketing message. Well, we should also target our offerings to those groups so that we are able to segment who is interested in taking our classes, but also what are they interested in taking. So through a group-only registration, membership-only registration, you can target your offerings specifically for those groups of learners. And what we'll see when we go through what Lumens, the enhancement Lumens is going to offer is, we're going to be able to say, display this class to only that group of learners, or display it to everyone. And if they want to take it, then they have to join the group. So being able to target those offerings. And by having a membership, by having different groups, you're going to increase your repeat rate, because members say, I like Learning Connection, for example. I want to be part of Learning Connection. I want to come back to take classes. They give me a discount if I'm part of that membership group. Or they're providing me with membership-only events, something like that. So you're increasing your repeat rate when you market to this group. So you're marketing directly to a like group of learners. And that's a very important step when we move forward, because we will be able to segment who those learners are, what they like to take, and therefore we will be able to provide more programming choices for them. Another best practice is to centralize your operations. So in some of our universities around the country, and some of our community colleges, we have continuing education, we have workforce development, we have community education, we have human resources, we have learning and retirement programs, or we have OSHA programs. And in many of those places, they are all using different software systems. So by this new enhancement, you will be able to centralize those operations, utilize one database, having Lumens be that software where I would be able to segment it out for the OLE programs. I would be able to segment it out for just employees so that they can do human resource training. So centralizing the operations makes it a more efficient product, makes you a more efficient division, and allows you to run your programs more profitably. So that's important. Profitability, as we all know, is very important in lifelong learning today. So what's new with Lumens membership? Lumens does have a membership component already built in. It's pretty much a simple membership-based product where I can buy a membership, and I can pay $29, or I can pay a fee for membership, and therefore I would be allowed to take classes at a discounted rate. That's what's presently in Lumens. What is coming in Lumens in early 2013 are 4 new things. You're going to have flexible group creation. So I'm going to be able to create all different types of groups. I'm going to have enhanced renewal options. And possibly if you're putting in your employees as a group, then they don't need to be renewed, and so we're going to give you that option too. Is it renewable? You're going to make classes open to certain types of learners. So they're going to have to be part of that group in order to register for those classes. And you're going to be able to provide membership-only events. So I have to be an OLLI member in order to go to this holiday concert. You know, different types of membership-only events providing benefits if I am part of that membership. So we'll take a look at some screenshots of what we have today and what's coming up after we do the second poll question. So Chris, I'll let you put the poll question up.
All right, great. Thanks, Kathy. So you should all now see the question screen. How do you manage registrations for your membership programs? And this can also include just other groups of learners or other group offerings that you may have. And so a couple of different choices. You know, you use a third-party continuing education software system such as Lumens. You use a campus-wide ERP system like a Banner or a DataTel. You might have your own proprietary software or home-built software that your IT department put together for you. Or you're still doing it the old-fashioned way, doing it manually, taking phone calls or getting emails. I guess we shouldn't say old-fashioned. Some people still do it, but it's... So we'll give you another few seconds here to respond, and then we'll get the results up on the screen. So it looks like most everybody has had a chance to respond, and it does look like the majority, 75%, are using some sort of third-party continuing education software system. And then the rest of you, 17%, are using some sort of proprietary system, and small percent, 8%, are still doing registrations by basically phone or email.
Okay, great. Thank you. So today in Lumens, I wanted to give you kind of today and future. So today in Lumens, in the student bar, as an administrator, you can add a membership type. Now you can have multiple, you could have family membership, single membership, but basically it's, this is what it is. You know, you put the membership name, their annual fee, the renewal fee, and the number of months. And, you know, you go forward, and therefore people can buy membership. So this is what we presently have. What's coming up? So this is what is part of the enhanced membership. You will be able to have different membership types. And so this, you have a membership code and a name, and here I may want to call this membership, and I may want to call them a member, or maybe I want to call them something else. So we're giving you some flexibility in the labeling of what this might be. So for your employee group, you might want to say it's employees. Can students purchase this membership? Well, for you know, an OLLI program that has a membership fee, yes, they can purchase the membership. Maybe you want to manage that, and they have to purchase it through a staff login. So you could say no. Maybe they're employees. So there's really, you have to manage that. You have to upload your employee list. So you wouldn't want to allow students to self-purchase a membership. Within this membership type, are classes displayed to non-members? So if it's an employee training, you don't want the whole world to see what your employee training is. So the answer would be no to that. But if it's an OLLI program and you want the classes to display to the non-members, so to increase the ability for people to join that membership, then yes, you want them to display to the non-members. So we're giving you some options here. Lots of flexibility. Does it have an expiration rate? What is your membership fee? The maximum number of members doesn't mean how many in the whole group. What it means is if I'm offering a family membership, what's the maximum amount of members that are associated with that particular membership. So if it's 2, if it's 3, but if it's an employee-based group, maybe it's 1. So these are just some of the things that are going to come in. And so you can see here we kind of have it filled in for you as Ollie. So it's a single membership, and we're going to allow the students to purchase it, and we're going to allow the classes to be displayed to non-members. That's not saying that we're going to allow non-members to sign up. That's in the next, that's coming up. But here's an expiration date, and there is a membership fee, and there's an early renewal fee. So if you want to get folks to sign up early, you can offer that. And this has one, it's a single membership. So maximum number of members is 1. So remember, this is not in the group, it's just how many are associated, can you associate. So today, the next step that we said was going to be new was going to be your membership renewals. So today, you can generate membership renewals from the student, log it through the student, and then renewal reminders. So you can set up renewal reminders, you know, and put in a month's worth and send them out an automatic email to renew their membership. It's very simple. Learning Connection has used it for many years, but it doesn't have that early renewal reminder flexibility or that option in here. So what's coming up, since we have built-in early renewal rates, is that you will be able to search for members by their expiration or their renewal deadlines, and then tell me, I want to see their expiration date, or I want to see their early renewal deadline. When you put this search functionality in, you will get a group of learners. So this is a group of learners. This is when I've sent the last reminder. Maybe I want to send another one. Here's where their expiration dates are. So I can then click Select All and click Email Students, and they would get an email about their membership renewal. Now, all of these emails are generated through template management, which is like a mail merge document. So you control the communication that comes out through your website. So therefore, you control what that message is for membership renewals. You control what that message is for early renewals. But this is a very easy way to send these things. You have people who say do not have email address. And that's fine, because if they don't have email address, you would be able to print this out and mail it out to them. So this email box wouldn't show up, and you would see just print view, and you'd be able to mail it out. And so here are early renewals. So here's my early renewal deadline. Here's where my expiration, my regular expiration date is. And here again is something where I can send out a mass email to get people to renew early. 2 very important features when you're trying to get your renewals in. And programs run differently. Some programs have their memberships all expire within a calendar year. Everybody's January 1 to December 31. And others run on a month-by-month basis. If I join in December, I expire in December. Maybe I expire in November, depending on how many months your membership is. So we're going to give you that flexibility, and then you can actually send out those renewal reminders. So how am I going to set up a course and a class so that it's limited? The self-registration is limited. So if I wanted to open this class up to everybody, but members get a special rate. I don't have to utilize this box. That's what we presently have. But this is a brand new box here where it's saying limit that self-registration. And it's a multi-select box. So maybe I want to open this up to OLLI memberships and faculty members. And so if I did that, I could click both of those things and hit submit. And so only students who are part of that group would be allowed to be registered. And if I've said let the classes be viewed by non-members, that means it will show up on the website, but there will be a note that says you must be a member. Join the OLLI membership, join OLLI to participate in this class. So this is where within Lumens, at both the course level and then filtering down to the class level, where you will be able to set the criteria for who can attend these classes. So if they're human resources and they're training for your human resource department, you would want them not to show up to the public, and you would want to limit the self-registration to that particular membership so that when the employee logs in, Lumens would know, yes, this is an employee of the university, and therefore here are the classes that they are eligible to take for their human resource training. So this is how we are going to limit your self-registration. So what does that mean to the customer? What is the customer going to see? So this is our class listing page, and under here it says Introduction to Excel, and if they click Add to Cart, it's going to say membership is required. Would you like to purchase membership? And now it's going to drive them into that membership purchase where they would become part of that group. So if it is a group-only event and that membership is open to new members, then they could purchase that membership. And once they purchase the membership, then they would be able to add the class into the cart. Now, if they cannot purchase their own membership, if that's controlled by you, if you say, no, I want to internally control who can purchase membership, then we have thought of that too. And so for the Introduction to Excel, it says membership is required, but contact us to find out how to purchase the membership. So you may have membership that is closed to the public. Maybe your membership is full, but you still want to have a conversation with that potential learner so that you put in this phone number so that they can call you. But you would actually be able to, you put the verbiage out there so that whatever, however you want the contact to come through to you, we're giving you some flexibility there. But just membership is required. And again, if it's open, they can purchase the membership prior to adding the class into the cart. So this is kind of what the sign would look like. And this is what's coming up. The same thing if I click through to the class page. This is the class listing page, but if I click through to the individual Excel class page or get more information, I would also be able to purchase the membership at that point in time. You can see this is all from the student point of view. Those who use Lumens will see that this navigation bar is from the student point of view. So those are the things that are coming up within Lumens. And I wanted to see if you have any questions at this point in time about some of the new functionality and how it might be addressed for your individual programs. So we'll open it up to questions, Chris.
All right, thanks, Kathy. And I just wanted to remind people that if you do have a question, you can just submit that on the toolbar where the questions box is, and then we'll spend the next few minutes here getting to your questions. So we did have a couple questions that came through. First question is, can individuals belong to more than one group?
Not at this time. But that's a good, that's a very good question. So I'm going to write it down because right now the profile only allows one group association with one group.
All right. So we had another question about how would you suggest that we proceed if we have a student who is an employee of a company participating in a group? Being part of this group allows the student to see only a select group of classes. They will not show up to the general public, for instance. Now the student wants to enroll in an open enrollment painting class. If their record is marked as part of a group in which they can only see select classes, how would the student be able to enroll in the?
They would be able, everyone would be able to see open enrollment classes. It's only those additional classes that are specific to the group that they would see and that others would not see. But if they're part of a group, they still would be able to be in that open enrollment, see open enrollment classes.
Okay. See another question that's come in. Can different members of a household account household account be part of different groups?
Right now, household accounts and memberships don't mix. And so we're working on that issue. And we don't have action for it right now, but that is something that we are working on, and that should be resolved shortly.
All right. If you have got any further questions at this time, please just send those in, and we'll get to those. Otherwise, if you don't, we can wrap things up here soon.
No more questions?
Nope. It looks like that's all. Oh, another one has just come in here.
Okay.
For those who aren't familiar with Lumens, could you maybe talk a little bit about other member-like flexibilities such as profile attributes or household accounts and maybe how they differ?
Well, within Lumens, you can have profile attributes that then allow you to have discounts. So that profile attribute might be something like a senior citizen. And if you're a senior citizen, that doesn't associate you with a certain group. What that does is it gives you the ability to take a class at a discount if I have created a senior discount and associated it with a class. So profile attributes are things that are typically demographically driven, and therefore it's associated with your student login name, and then what that does is it allows you to provide discounts to certain classes that are designed specifically for a member, or not a member, of a person who has that attribute associated with them. So it could be employee discount, it could be senior discount, you know, those kinds of things. But that doesn't make them a part of a group that only allows them to take certain classes. And this is now kind of making you see and take membership or group-only classes. It's not so much to provide you with discounts, but to provide you with programming opportunities. Parts of the households are designed so that you can associate parents with children and collect emergency contact information. It also allows parents to sign up children for those classes, and therefore the child's name shows up on the roster, but the parent is the one responsible for payment. So that's households, again, is specifically for open enrollment.
Great, thank you. So if there's any other questions at this time, please send them in. Otherwise, I think we probably can wrap things up. So I'll just give it another.
I just want to say this is coming probably very shortly after the holidays, and you will get notification if you're a Lumens customer. You will get notification about this feature. You will be offered the opportunity to turn these features on. Again, like most things within Lumens, the feature can be turned on, and then you would ask for it to be turned on in your staging site, where you would do some testing work to, you know, programmatically if you need to change things. I know we have some OLLI customers who right now people have to call in to register. So we want to make this available to you, but look for it in the announcements. Look for an email about this. It is available for anyone with Lumens Pro and better. So if you are a present customer and you have Lumens Pro, this is part of your subscription fee. This is why you are able to, you know, you pay the subscription fee, and there is enhancements that happen. So this is a new enhancement to the Lumens Pro and above. If you are on Lumens Standard or the Standard Plus 3 product and you want to upgrade to Lumens Pro to get this feature, then, you know, we're more than happy to speak to you about that as well. But look for it after the holidays. There will be announcements about it. I'm sure there will be training set up. It is very easy to use, and it's very flexible.
Great, thanks, Kathy. And also just a reminder, if you're not a Lumens customer and you want more information or want to see a demo, you can just contact our sales at augisoft.net email, and we'll be more than happy to set you up. And also, if you've got any just general questions about webinars or anything that you heard today, you can also feel free to give. You can feel free to contact myself, Chris Murphy at augisoft.net, or if you want to get a hold of Kathy, her email is there as well, Kathy at augisoft.net. So with that, I think we're ready to wrap things up. Do you have any last-minute comments, Kathy?
No, feel free. Anyone can feel free to ask me, you know, send me an email privately. I will respond to you, you know, very quickly.
Great. All right, thanks, Kathy, for a great presentation, and thanks everyone for taking the time to listen in today. And we'll talk to everybody soon. So have a great afternoon. Bye now.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.